engine block. Hello there, everybody. Good morning to everybody. This video is called the update on the Crown Vic. As you may know or may not know, the Crown Vic has been experiencing some problems engine-wise, and we wasn't for sure on what it was. Well, we found out yesterday what it was by doing some self-diagnosis. The problem with the car is it's got 169 something, almost 170,000 miles. It's got the timing chain problem. Has anybody ever heard of that? Anybody who's watching this is into Crown Vics probably know what I'm saying. Well, here's the motor, right? Okay, here's the timing chain. The timing chain runs like that, right? And the tensioners are down here. Well, the tensioners are worn, and the timing chain is hitting the metal, the loose metal, by the tensioners. And what's that doing is that's causing metal shavings and metal debris and stuff to go down inside the oil pan, which to go up in the motor and clog it up, which is not. We are about 99.9% sure that's what it is, because we did the. If your car is making like a sewing machine noise and it doesn't when it warms up, try taking the belt off and it still does it. It's somewhere inside your motor, because that's what we did. That's another diagnosis way. We were also thinking it was the pulley, idler pulley, but we took the belt off and it still did it inside the motor, and it just gets so loud. It gets worse and worse, and it's going to end up eating the motor up eventually. But the future plans are to get a different car next month. Now, I'm not saying 100% sure, but I'm just saying that's what my dad is saying. Okay, and that's basically the plan. That's the only way to replace it. He's not going to replace it with another Crown Vic. He's just going to get just a cheap everyday, probably going to go back to a 4-cylinder, maybe like a Ford Escort or a Honda Civic or Honda something, or Chevy Cavalier or something like that, because V8, just they take your gas. V6 are hard to work on. 4 cylinders, plain simple, everything's there. You know, I guess it was time to get a new one anyway. But I used to have a Cavalier, a gray one, 4-door, 93. Good motor, I'll tell you what. Real good motor, good transmission. It only had 130,000 on it. We traded in for the Chevy Malibu we got now, but it rotted out too bad. We want to find something like a low mileage car or something. So that's basically just all I can say about the Crown Vic. Maybe I'll let you hear the noise, so that way if that ever happens to your car or something, you can use my video as a reference to see if that's the noise yours is making. Then you'll know you got the same problem, you know, if that happens. Hope it don't happen to anybody, because that's an awful thing. We were gonna run that car miles cranking sky high, but there's always a little problem that always stops it. But that's okay. We'll get something with less miles, easy to work on, fuel efficient probably. So that's just been an update on the Crown Vic, and I can actually say right now, I was just saying on a comment that I was not for sure yet, but I'm going to go ahead and say this. She's dust in the wind. Dust in the wind as no hope, as in gone wrong. That's probably what I'll label the video. 2000 Crown Vic, dust in the wind, or gone wrong. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to go. And everybody take care. And thanks for watching. Subscribe. More videos will come. Alright. Guess what, everybody? My Zoom's working. Sweet! I don't know how. My Zoom is working on my camera. This old Magnavox. Strange things. Hey, Teddy.